Hi, everybody, and thank you for taking time out of your day to join us for today's wellness class, Gentle Yoga. And happy Veterans Day to all you veterans, past and present. My name is Brenda Moynihan, and I'm the Director of Marketing and Outreach here at the Kensington Assisted Living Residence. And before I introduce our instructor, I'd like to give you some basic information about the Kensington. The Kensington is an enhanced assisted living located in White Plains, New York. We are committed to providing outstanding care every day with a full spectrum of clinical support, including care for those with Alzheimer's and additional dementias. We encourage independence and confidence and focus on making each individual feel important. Our promise is to love and care for your family as we do our own. Our instructor for today is Cheryl Aiello, PYT, CHHC, owner and founder of Yoga, Heart, and Health. Cheryl has 19 plus years experience teaching yoga, certified yoga teacher, professional yoga therapist, certified Shiatsu Thai yoga massage practitioner, and board certified holistic health consultant. At the end of today's class, there will be a slide on the screen with Cheryl's contact information. It's actually her website URL, so you can feel free to go to her website to contact her directly. Please remember to consult with your physician or healthcare specialist before beginning any exercise program. Okay, Cheryl?
What happened?
You're good, we can see you.
Okay, excellent. I'm so not technical. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm so happy to be with you today. This will be a nice respite and a nice break for you. So if you have a mat on the floor or a folded towel, that would be fine. Find yourself a comfortable seated position. And just let's sit for quietly, just having a quiet moment, feeling your connection with the earth, drawing up energy and allowing it to revitalize and restore you. Taking a moment now to just relax and take a break. Let your eyes close and rest, turning your gaze inward and down to Brahmapura, city of the heart. This helps to quiet the mind. The greatest teachers out there say that when we close our outer eyes, the inner eyes open. Take this moment to just simply watch your breathing, having the desire to change nothing. Feel the cool air entering your nostrils as you inhale, being aware of the warmer air exiting as you exhale. Remember now that you are perfect in the moment, just the way you are. Nothing needs to change. I'd like to mention in our first class together that as we practice, be sure and listen to what's going inside of you and following that guidance, that voice, doing exactly what's comfortable for you. I'm merely your guide on this journey and I'll make suggestions, but if something doesn't feel right to you, feel free to sit that dance out or modify it in some way for yourself. So I'd like to begin today by sharing a poem with you that I think is appropriate for our times. And this poem is by Albert Camus, the French-Algerian philosopher, author, and journalist. In the midst of hate, I found that there was within me an invincible love. In the midst of tears, I found that there was within me an invincible smile. In the midst of chaos, I found there was within me an invincible calm. I realized through it all that in the midst of winter, I found there was within me an invincible summer, and that makes me happy. For it says that no matter how hard the world pushes against me, within me, there's something stronger, something better, something pushing right back. And just take a moment to let those words sink in and warm your heart. And when you're ready, you can let your eyes open. Maybe adjust your sitting position a little bit. You might want to stretch your legs out, shake them out a little bit. If you've been sitting a little bit too long, that has made you uncomfortable. And then come back to either sitting with a cross-legged position or sitting with your legs straight out in front of you if a cross-legged position isn't comfortable. Okay, and let's begin doing some gentle movement. We'll inhale the arms up, nice slow breath in. And let your hands meet over your head and exhale, floating the arms down really slow. So you have that nice long exhalation which triggers the parasympathetic branch of the autonomic nervous system, which is the rest and restore response. Inhale, arms up. Nice big breath. And exhale, releasing slowly. Now when you're inhaling with your arms overhead, you're actually getting oxygen into the upper portions of your lungs. So you're helping to expand your lung capacity. Breathing in. Breathing out. You could breathe out through your mouth or through your nose, up to you. And breathing in. And breathing out. Letting it all go. Good. Just pause for a moment. Take a natural breath in. And let the breath out and feel yourself beginning to settle down. Let's inhale the arms up overhead. We're going to interlace the fingers and invert the palms to the sky, pressing the palms on the sky. Exhaling. Breathe in again. Lift the ribcage away from the waist, and with the exhale, let's fold forward. Tuck your tailbone under. Draw your chin to your chest. Then inhale, lifting the arms up, pressing up through the palms. And exhale, rounding forward. Breathing in, arms go up. And breathing out, rounding forward. Coming up, breathing in, breathing out, let your arms float down. Take a moment to pause here, make any adjustments you need to. Have a breath. Give yourself a moment to feel inwardly as the breath comes in and that movement subsides. Okay, and then we'll inhale the arms up again. Exhaling, drop one arm to your side. Take a breath in. Exhale, arching over, stretching the side body, creating space. Inhale, coming up, and let that arm float down really slow, extending that exhalation. Inhaling both arms up. Exhaling the arm down. Inhale again. Exhale, arching over, stretching the other side. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, relaxing the arms down. Good. Pausing again, taking an adjusting breath. And again, we'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, turning to the side. Inhale here and exhale your arms down. Let one hand rest on your knee, one hand will rest behind you. Nice twist to the spine, wringing out any of the toxins and tension in the spine. Inhale, arms up, turning to the front, and exhaling your arms down. So when you do a spinal twist of any kind in yoga, it's like when you put a sponge in water, and when you wring that sponge in the water and you open it, the sponge fills with water. And the same thing when you do the twist, it's the same thing, you're wringing out toxins from the spine, and when you turn forward, the spine fills with blood and oxygen. So you're really oxygenating your whole spine. Breathe in, arms up, turning to the side, breathing out. Pause for a breath here. On the next exhalation, let your arms float down, keeping your spine nice and straight. Pausing for a breath. Breathe in, the arms go up, come to the front, and exhale the arms down. And again, we'll pause here for a breath, soaking up and receiving the sensation for one more breath. Let one hand rest on your belly, one hand rest on your heart. This is your home base, a place you can always come back to. And relaxing your hands down. Okay, I'm going to have everybody lie down on your back. So you can lie down on the floor, all the way down to the floor, stretching your legs out. Feel the earth beneath you, supporting you. And let's begin by bringing the fingers to the sky. We're going to bend one elbow. Put your hand on that elbow and draw it across your body. Stretching the back of the shoulder. And releasing. Put your hand on that other elbow. Draw it across towards the other shoulder, stretching the opposite shoulder. And relaxing your arms down. Now put your right hand on your right knee, and you're going to circle that knee around. So the temptation, when you're lying on your back, the temptation is going to be to move the foot around, but you really want to move the knee around, right? Making big circles, waking up the hip. Then put both hands on that knee and draw the knee in close. Hug it in tight. Reach behind the knee, holding on to opposite wrists or opposite forearms or opposite elbows. Again, we're moving into opening up the hip a little bit more. Are you remembering to keep breathing? We'll take this right sole and put it just above the left knee, taking the arms out in a T position, taking a breath in. With the exhale, drop that right knee to the left side, bring your gaze to the right, and if you like, you can bring that left hand up on top of your knee for a knee down twist, just adding a little bit of encouragement. Feel the opening in the right side of the body. Pause here for a nice deep breath, breathing in, and as you exhale, letting out any stress or tension. Then we'll open this right knee out to the side. Flex the left foot. Interlace your fingers over your head in temple position, lifting the rib cage away from the waist. So this is a reclining tree pose. Lifting the rib cage away from the waist, creating more space in the body. Pressing out through the left heel. Flexing the left foot so you get that nice hamstring stretch. Then releasing your arms down. Bending your left knee. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Reach between your legs, behind your left knee with both hands. Bring the left knee towards you. And that right elbow can press the right knee away. So this is a great psoas stretch. Then cross your legs like you're sitting in a chair, the right over the left. And see if you can hold the right foot with the left hand and the other foot with the other hand. Nice hip opening here. And again, draw your arms out in a T position. Drop your knees to the left side and bring your gaze to the right. Come back to the center. Uncross your knees. Bring both knees towards your chest, putting your hands on your kneecaps and circling the knees around. Excuse me. Making big circles, massaging the low back against the floor. Very relaxing for the low back. Good, and we'll stretch the right leg out this time. Bring the left knee in, left hand on the left knee. And again, we're going to circle that knee around, waking up the left hip now. Holding on behind the left knee, stretching that left foot to the sky, pressing the flat of the foot against the ceiling. Taking that left sole, put it just above your right knee. Take your arms out in the T position again. Drop your left knee to the right side, bringing your gaze to the left. And again, you put your right hand on that left knee, giving it a little encouragement. And let that left knee fall out to the side. So the left sole is right against the inside of the right knee. Interlace your fingers overhead in temple position, flexing your right foot, lifting the rib cage away from the waist, creating space there. Keeping the breath nice and smooth, nice deep breath in, and long letting go breaths with the exhale. One more breath here. And let's bend the right knee, crossing the left ankle over the right knee. Bring the right knee towards you, reaching down between your legs behind that right knee. Drawing the right knee towards you while the left elbow presses the left knee away from you. Notice where you feel that stretch. One more breath. And crossing the left knee over the right, holding on with the right hand for the left foot and the left hand for the right foot. And if you're wearing long pants and you can't reach for your foot, just hold on to the bottoms of your pants or your socks, whatever you can manage. Letting the hip open. Drawing your arms out in a T position, dropping your knees over to the right, bring your gaze to the left. Feeling the opening in the left side of the body. Then we'll come back to center. Uncross your knees, bring your knees in towards your chest, and just rock your knees from side to side. Again, giving your low back a little massage. And come back to center, resting your feet on the floor. Let your arms rest by your side. We're going to lift the arms overhead so the fingers touch the floor over your head to a count of 5. When I get to 5, the fingers will touch the floor over your head. When I count to 5 again, your fingers will touch the floor at your sides. So here we go. We'll do this together. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms up. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms float down. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fingertips touch the floor. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Tuck your tailbone under, and we're going to lift the hips off the floor to a count of 5. And then again, we're going to release down from the upper back, the lower back, and the middle back to a count of 5. So I'll show you how this is going to go. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when we release, it's going to be upper back, middle back, lower back touching the floor. Let's do this together. In, 3, 4, 5. Lifting, releasing, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do this one more time. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Pause for a moment. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, let your back sink into the earth. So the next thing we're going to do is combine the arm movement with the hips rising. So it'll look like this. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this may take a little bit of concentration. Here we go. We'll do this together. Breathing in, lifting, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, releasing, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Tuck the tail, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Bring your knees in, rock side to side. Keep your arms out in a T position, extending out through the fingertips. Take a breath in. Exhaling, keeping your knees tucked in tight. Drop your knees to the right and bring your gaze to the left. Pause here and breathe. This gives a little massage to the abdominal muscles. Pausing here for a few deep breaths. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left and bring your gaze to the right. Pausing for a few deep breaths. Feeling the support of the earth. Inhale back to center. Exhaling to the right. Bring the gaze to the left. Inhaling back to center, exhale, knees to the left and gaze to the right. And we'll come back to center, wrap your arms around your knees and just rock a little bit side to side. Now the safest way to get from the floor to a standing position without hurting your back is to rock over to the right side, press both hands into the floor, and push yourself up. Okay. So, how's everybody doing? That probably felt good. You released a lot of tensions by stretching the muscles. The tension resides in the small tissue of the muscles. So as you stretch them, the tension is released. So hopefully you're feeling a little looser and a little bit better. So I think we'll come to a standing position. I want to get to a place where you can see me. So for standing, we're going to stand with our feet hip width apart. The big toe will be lined up with the inside of the heel. So look at your feet. Most people have a tendency to walk either with their feet out or their feet tucked in. And either one of those affects your knees and your hips. So if your feet are pointing out, your knees turn out and your hips turn out, and eventually that's going to cause back pain or knee pain. So I try to get people to walk and be conscious of the fact that they're lining up the inside of their toe with the inside of their heel, the inside of the big toe with the heel. And then your feet are actually straight. And some people will feel like they're pigeon-toed now, but you're not. The feet are actually straight. And from there, we stack the shoulders over the hips over the knees, and the knees over the ankles. The crown of the head is pointing upwards. And you want to feel when you're standing that you're lifting your spine through the top of the head, keeping yourself nice and long. So we'll do a standing breathing practice, which I like a lot. It's very calming and very soothing. And you can do this in your middle of your day to center yourself. I'll teach you two that are very soothing, very centering. So for the first one, you put your palms together with the fingers facing the screen. And you're going to breathe very slowly here. So you're going to inhale, pushing the fingers towards the screen. Then as you exhale, you're going to draw them back very slowly. Then you're going to point your fingers up, breathing in. Arms go up overhead. And breathing out. Nice, slow breath out. And breathing in, hands go forward. And breathing out. And breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in, hands go forward. Breathing out, hands retract. Hands go up, breathing in. And breathing out. Let your hands rest by your side. Give yourself a minute to turn inward. Maybe you can close your eyes for a minute. Tune inward and just notice how your body feels after doing that breathing practice. Beginning to develop your inner eyes, your inner awareness. And the second breathing technique I'd like to teach you is called Zen breath. And it's from the Qigong tradition. I'm a Qigong teacher, and I like this a lot. It's from that tradition, but it's very, people tell me they have great results with this. So you're going to let one hand palm face up under your navel. Just let it rest there. The other hand's going to come out to the side. You're going to breathe in. And as you exhale, you're going to bring the hand down the center. So it's as if you're smoothing out any of the internal edges. Let the hand come down the center. Then that hand that just came down the center, that hand will be the bottom hand, scooping up, palm up underneath the navel. The other hand will come out, breathing in. Nice slow breath. And breathing out, letting that hand come down the center. That hand will become the palm up hand, breathing in and breathing out, smoothing out those internal edges and breathing in, breathing out. And again, we're listening internally, noticing what's happening internally and moving in a way that suits you personally, each one of you. Adapting any practice so that it suits you. Exhaling as the hand comes down. Always keeping yourself comfortable. Breathe in and breathe out. Smoothing out the internal edges. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. And again, letting your hands relax by your side. Tuning inward, opening those inner eyes and noticing how you feel. We'll move into a practice called Buddha holds up the earth. Palms come up in front of you. We're breathing in. We're going to flip the palms over and face the sky. And breathe out as the arms float down. And this brings oxygen into the upper portion of the lungs, and it helps to increase lung capacity. Breathing in, the hands come up. We flip the palms up and press. And breathe out, the hands float down. Breathing in, the hands come up. Nice big breath, oxygen into the upper portions of the lungs, and releasing it, exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. We'll move into connecting heaven and earth. The hands come up. One hand will press down, the other hand will press up. Now you'll notice that my wrist is flexed here when I'm pressing down, so my hand is flat down against the earth. And my upper hand is flat up against the sky. So we're pressing in opposite direction, and I'm arching over a little bit. So not only am I getting the opening, but I'm getting the nice stretch in the side of my body as I press. Then breathing in, let your pinky fingers pass each other and press in opposite directions. Again, arching if that's comfortable for you. And pinky fingers pass each other. We're pressing in opposite directions. With the exhale, the pinkies pass each other and we press in opposite directions. And pressing. And pressing. Exhaling as the hands separate, inhaling as the fingers come together. And relaxing the arms down. Okay, we'll do another warm up for the shoulders. So for this one, you're going to step 1 foot forward, take a giant step. Then the leg that's forward, rest your forearm on the knee. Take your other arm and let your fingers drop towards the floor. So your fingers are facing the floor, and you're just going to shake that arm out. Just shaking the arm out. Then we're going to take the arm up, and notice when my arm comes up, my knee straightens, taking that arm all the way back. I'm making a big circle, and again, I'm going to lean in, let my fingers sweep the floor, and come all the way up again. So making big circles with my hand, and as I come down, this knee is bending, and as I go up, that knee straightens, right? So we're getting juice into that shoulder, juicing up the synovial fluid, keeping that shoulder with good range of motion, nice and juicy, sweeping up. Big, luxurious circle. Good, and the next time you come up, let's change sides. We'll step 1 foot back, step the other one forward. Pause for a little clothing adjustment. We're going to bend that front knee and lean on the front knee with the forearm. Drop the other hand to the floor. So now your fingers are facing the floor. Just shake that arm out. Let it be real loose. Good. Then we're going to take that arm up. And again, that front knee will straighten when the arm goes up. Big circle. Then we're going to lean into the knee. We're going to bend the knee and come up again. Big circle. Just warming up that shoulder, soaking it in synovial fluid, letting it be real loose and juicy. Good. One more sweep. And we'll come up. Step your feet together again. Alrighty, so this will be a nice opening for the shoulder blades, this next movement we're going to do. We're going to lift the elbows forward and up and back, expanding across the heart center and down, and forward and up and back, and up and forward, and tuck the chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone under. Breathing in, the elbows lift and go back, and elbows lift and go up and rounding forward. Tailbone tucks, chin to chest. Breathing in, the elbows lift and go back, expanding across the heart center and lifting and coming forward. And lifting and coming forward. And lifting and coming forward. One more, breathing in. And breathing out, lifting the elbows and rounding forward. And this time when you lift the elbows, turn to the side. Bring the elbows back. And as you come forward, round. Going to the other side now as you're breathing in. And coming to center to release. And relaxing. Shaking out a little bit. Okay, so I'd like to move into a couple of more traditional yoga postures with you. And we'll start by facing the wide edge of your mat. And if you have a towel, be careful of slipping and sliding. The benefit of using a mat is that the perspiration in your feet, the moisture in your feet, actually helps you grip onto the mat. And for standing poses, it's really important. So we're going to stand with a wide stance. And just so we're all on the same page, let's turn the right foot out. So again, when you look down at your feet, you're going to line up the big toe with the pinky heel. And the back foot, you're going to line up the front heel with the back heel. And when you look at the back foot, you'll also see that the big toe is lined up with the inside of the heel. Your body, your torso, is facing the wide edge of the mat. Take your arms up in a T position. Take a breath in. With the exhale, drop the right knee over the right ankle. Now, when you look down at your right knee, you should no longer see probably your last three toes, the middle toe, the second toe, and the pinky toe. You should no longer be able to see. You want to keep the crown of your head over the tailbone, and you can look over your right fingers. Open up your fingers wide. Look straight over your middle finger. Keep the breath smooth and relaxed. And imagine that I put an orange on your right thigh. Would it slide off? Just notice. Keeping the breath smooth and even. Let that left hand relax by your side. Turn your right palm over. Without changing anything in your lower body, take that right arm over your head. And that targets the oblique muscles in the abdomen. You can look at your palm, the palm in the air, the right palm. Take another breath. And then let's put that right forearm on the right thigh. Take the left arm overhead, side angle pose. Reaching out through the left fingers, grounding the right foot into the earth under the big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel. Now, when you're ready to release this pose, you're going to come up and lift up through the left fingers so that you're nice and light. Good. Turn your right foot forward, bring your palms together. Take a breath in. Exhaling, press your palms forward and out to the side, looking up. And exhale, bring your palms together, chin to chest. Breathing in, arms open, palms press out and back. Exhale, hands come together, chin to chest. Breathing in. And relax the arms down with the exhale. Okay, so we're going to turn the left foot out now. Same wide stance. Turning the left foot out. And again, the front and back heels will align. You want to line up your big toe with the inside of the heel on both feet. Okay? I want you to imagine that you're between two sheets of glass. So you're not going to tip forward because you bang your head on the glass. And you want to imagine that your shoulder blades could touch the back part of the glass. Okay? Arms are level. We'll take a breath in. With the exhale, the left knee is going over the left ankle. And again, you'll probably just be able to see your big toe and your second toe. Your gaze is over your left fingers. You're opening up your fingers wide. Holding steady and breathing. The crown of your head is over your tailbone. Think about that orange on your thigh. Holding steady. Nice steady breathing. Good. We'll relax the right hand down by the right thigh. Turn the left palm over. Not changing anything in the low body. When we move into peaceful warrior, left hand's going overhead. We're looking at that left palm. And notice that stretch you get on the left side of the torso. Keeping your knee over your ankle. Breath nice and steady. One more breath. We're going to come forward, putting the forearm on the left thigh, taking the right arm overhead, side angle pose. Feeling that line of energy from your right heel through your right middle finger. And we'll come up, again, leading with this right hand, pulling upward, letting the hand float down. Turning the left foot forward. Bring your hands to your heart center. Breathing in, chin to chest. Breathing out, pressing. Breathing in, hands on the chest. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. And relaxing your arms down. We can heel toe the feet together. And we'll move into some balance poses. So balance, let me just get in a place where you can see me better. So balance involves our hearing, our sight, it involves all of our senses. And how comfortable we are balancing has a lot to do with how much we slept last night, how much we ate today. So we want to be very patient when practicing balance poses. Now, I personally find that I balance easier on a hardwood floor than on a yoga mat. The yoga mat is squishy, and you have balance sensors in your feet. And when the feet are on a squishy surface, they get confused. So it's my feeling that the easiest place to balance is in either on a linoleum, I can't even say that word, a linoleum floor or a hardwood floor. And again, the posture of your body counts when practicing balance poses. So again, you want to have your feet hip width apart. You want to open up your toes, press down under your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel. People think of feet as being a long object, and actually they're rectangular because the balance points are under your pinky toe, your big toe, and your heel. So that forms a triangle. And imagine that you have roots coming out of each of those triangle points, sinking into the earth, wrapping around the core of the earth, so you feel really grounded through your feet. And rock forward a little bit on your toes, rock to your heels, rock forward and rock back, and just feel where you're making contact there. Maybe rock to the side, the outer and the inner edges of the foot. Just feel where you're making contact. Excuse me. And then from that place, come to a place of stillness and fix your gaze on a non-moving object. And in Sanskrit, that's called drishti, D-R-I-S-H-T-I. You're fixing your gaze, which is going to help a lot. That's going to help to anchor you into this time and space. So with your drishti set and your weight evenly distributed between your right and left foot, simply shift your weight to your right foot. And just feel into that right foot. And we'll first start with tree pose. So for tree pose, you have a lot of different choices. One choice would to bring the sole of your foot against the calf. That's one way you can practice it. And if this feels too challenging for you, you can put the toe on the floor and just put your heel on your ankle. I think you can see that. Yes. Yep. You can practice that way. Bring your hands to your heart center. Now, if you feel that your balance is comfortable, you can bring your sole of your foot onto your calf. Let your hands rest at your heart center. You can bring your foot up into your thigh if you like. Now, what's happening here is we're trying to create a diagonal stretch. So the hip is anchoring you back, the knee is anchoring you back, and here's your diagonal stretch. So you can have your hands at your heart center. Anytime you practice a pose with your arms overhead, you're going to be working harder. If you want to work harder, you can take your arms up. You can interlace your fingers and stretch up if you like. Keep drawing that left knee back, anchoring through the hip. Keep the breath steady. And for those of you who are practicing with your toe on the floor, that's fine. You can do the same thing. Breathing again, trying to keep the knee back and the hip back. Focusing your gaze. Let your gaze become so steady that you feel like there's nobody else in the room and everything else blurs outside of what you're looking at. Good, let's release the arms down. Put your foot on the floor. We'll try that on the other side. Let's shift the weight. Stepping the feet hip width apart. Checking in with your feet. Big toe lining up with the inside of the heel. Shifting the weight now to the other foot. Feeling underneath that foot. Anchoring, imagining those roots wrapping you around the core of the earth. And we'll bring the other foot in, either the toes on the floor and the heel on the ankle, or the foot against the calf, or the foot against the thigh. And again, the knee is pressing back, the hips pressing back. We're creating that diagonal opening. Hands could be at the heart. That would be fine. The arms could be overhead. The hands could be behind your back in chest expansion position. It's another possibility. Maybe your tree has odd branches. That's another possibility. It's your tree. You can design it any way you want. Whoa. Don't forget to breathe. And we'll release down. Okay. So the next one I want to do with you is also a rather basic pose. So again, you're going to start with feet hip width apart. You're going to bring the left knee in and put the right hand on your hip. Fix your gaze. Press down through your standing foot. See if you can take that knee out to the side. See if you can stretch your arm out. Keep your gaze steady. Don't forget to breathe, it's important. Good, we'll come back to center, hand on the hip, and release your foot down. We'll go to the other side. Hand around the knee, hand on your hip. Knee out to the side, stretch your arm out. Stay steady, stay focused. Stay with me now. Come back to center, hand on your hip. And putting your foot on the floor. And shaking out a little bit. All right, well done. I'm going to invite you all to lay down on your towel or your mat, like we did in the beginning of class. And we'll have an opportunity for Savasana. Savasana, literally translated, means corpse pose. And the idea behind it is that you die off to what's old, creating the space for something new to come in. So find a place where you're comfortable lying down and you can hear my voice. I'll give you a moment to get comfortable. And let's begin by taking long, deep, and uniform breaths. Gradually slowing down the rate of your breath. By slowing your breathing, your body and mind will also begin to relax and slow down. Continue with this kind of breathing throughout each of the steps that I'll guide you through until you completely lose awareness of the breath, having sunk so deeply into relaxation. As you continue deep breathing, begin to consciously relax your muscles. Mentally traveling over your body, tell each part to relax one by one, from the toes to the top of your head. With each exhalation, feel as if you're letting go, breathing out tiredness, breathing out stress, breathing out any tension from that body part. With each inhalation, feel yourself breathing in deep relaxation. Relax your feet. Now relax your ankles. Relax your calves and your knees, your thighs and your hips. Let your abdominal muscles relax. The muscles of the back, chest, and shoulders, the arms and the hands. Relax your neck and your skull, and then relax your face, dropping any tension that surrounds the eyes and letting all facial expression simply fall away. Relax your forehead and the sides of your face. Allow your jaw to sag, parting the lips and relaxing your tongue. Now bring your attention within your body to the internal organs. Without trying to guess their exact location, picture the organs of the abdomen, the kidneys, the liver, the adrenal glands, the stomach, the intestines, the bladder, and the reproductive organs. As you relax each organ, picture those deep tensions and organic disorders dissolving at your mental suggestion to relax. Picture your lungs and your heart. Feel their pace becoming slower, more even, free of disturbance or any tension. Visualize your brain and imagine that the steady rhythm of breath is cleansing it of all tension, dissolving thoughts, soothing and restoring the millions of cells that lie within it. When your muscles and organs have become relaxed, begin to consciously relax your nerves. Try and discover where those inner pockets of tension lie within your body. As they reveal themselves to your inward gaze, mentally visualize the incoming breath dissolving all these buried tensions. Expel their last vestiges with the exhalation. Feel now that your tired and overworked nervous channels are simply closing down. That communication between your brain and nerve centers is being temporarily suspended. Feel that you completely let go, that your mind is like a clear blue sky and the thoughts are like slowly floating clouds. Feel your body growing heavier and heavier as it sinks into the floor. Now send your mind as far away as it can go from your everyday life. Leave all your responsibilities and worries, obligations, everything. Create a strong mental image of a place where you feel completely free, completely at peace. You might visualize a beautiful sunny beach or even a silent garden. Retreat into this now, your personal sanctuary, leaving only your body here lying on the floor. Be completely in your imagined retreat, devoid of all fear for the future and all regret over the past. Secure now in the knowledge that you are at home within yourself. Allow your conscious mind to drift into a state of blankness, that state in which the inner intelligence works to thoroughly heal and restore your being on every level. And then very slowly and very gently, begin bringing your awareness back into this room, back into this time and space, letting your breathing deepen. Slowly moving your head from side to side. Wiggling toes and fingers. Stretching your arms overhead, stretching up through your fingers, down through your toes. Drawing your knees into your chest, rocking side to side. And like I taught you before, rocking over to your right side, pushing both hands into the floor, and pushing yourself up into a seated position, sitting with your eyes closed. Sitting comfortably now in a straight position. Again, your feet can be straight ahead of you with straight legs. You can sit cross-legged, however you're comfortable. And just pause for a minute, letting your awareness remain on the interior. Just being a curious investigator, roaming the interior landscape. Noticing what may be arising in your landscape in this moment. And seeing if no matter what it is, you can hold that space of kindness and compassion for whatever is arriving in your mental guest house in this moment. Pausing for a moment of gratitude for all that's good with you, all that's good around you, and all that's good about you. And connecting with that wish that we all share for peace in our hearts and peace in our world. And with one voice and one heart, joining our voices together in 3 ohms. Breathing in. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart. Loka samasta sukhi no bhavantu. May the entire universe be ever filled with peace, joy, love, and light. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. And may the power that watches over all of our days bless us all. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Peace. Everlasting peace. Jai Bhagwan. Namaste. Shalom. Peace. Peace. Wish you all a beautiful day, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you.